Okay, today's topic, we're going to look at two things, finding the slope from a table of values and finding the slope from 2 points. What you will notice in the process that we're going to do today, they're basically the same thing, just maybe in a little bit of extra setup with finding it between 2 points. We need to remember what the formula is for the slope, which is the change of y divided by the change of x. So we have a bunch of y values and we have a bunch of x values. We need to know how the values are changing as we move from one value to the next. Always remember that you put your change of y on top. So we're always going to start looking at our y values, which are the ones on the right hand side. We can also sometimes call these the output. Okay, and for this example we have 6, 3, and 0. So as we look at how are they changing as we go down our table. So if I start at 6, I get to 3 by taking away or subtracting 3. Again, as I go from 3 to 0, I am subtracting 3 there as well. So this number here, this -3, is what we will call our change of y, how our y values are changing. They are going down by 3. Now we need to look at our x values, 5, 9, and 13. Those can also be called inputs. And we look from 5 to 9, we are increasing by 4 or plus 4. From 9 to 13, again, we are increasing by 4. And so our change of x is positive 4. So our slope of this line is -3/4. Now typically, you'll want to look to see if this can be reduced, but -3/4 cannot be reduced, so therefore we know that the slope of this table is -3/4 or -3/4. Okay, let's take a look at table number 2. Again, we have this little triangle here. It's called a delta. It's a way to abbreviate change of. Delta is a way we indicate change. Okay, so we look at our y side again to start, 2, 8, and 14. As I look at this, you can see that the y values from 2 to 8, you would increase by 6. From 8 to 14, you would also increase by 6. So our change of y is positive 6. Look at our x side, 4, 7, and 10. How are these values changing? From 4 to 7, you're increasing by 3. From 7 to 10, you're also increasing by 3. So our change of x value is positive 3. Now this one can be reduced. 6/3 reduces to 2/1, or just 2. So the slope of this second table is 2. That is finding slope from a table. Now we're going to use what we just learned above to help us find the slope of between 2 points. So we're given, instead of a table of values, we're just given 2 points that might fall on a line, and we want to figure out what the slope of the line connecting the two is. Now, I told you it's basically the same, because what we are going to do is we're going to take the information in the 2 points and we're going to create a table of values. Now, you might be wondering, well, how do I know what my x and my y are? If you look, each ordered pair has an x value and a y value. So the x value of this is 4, the y value is 7. In the second ordered pair, we have an x value of 2 and a y value of 10. So we're going to place that information in the table. So the first point, the x value is 4 and the y value was 7. In the second point, the x value was 2 and the y value was 10. So we've created a table, and we're just going to do the process that we learned above. Look at our x values first. 7 to 10, you're increasing by 3. On the x side, 4 and 2, you are decreasing or going down by 2, -2. Remember, it is change of y divided by change of x. change of y is positive 3. The change of x is negative 2. So negative 2/3 is our slope. Let's take a look at the second example. Again, remind ourselves here. X and Y, create our table. We have x values is 0 and y value of 5 for the first point, and an x value of 3 and a y value of 1 for the second point. So, change of y, we look at the right hand side of our graph, or our table here. 5 to 1. We are decreasing by 4. On the other side, on the x side, we are going from 0 to 3. So that is plus 3. Change of y divided by change of x. Change of y was negative 4. Change of x was 3. Our answer is negative 4/3. That is finding slope from 2 points.